Hey, Dan Meyer here, and today I'm going to talk to you about social media. And not just anything about social media, because everyone's talking about social media. What I want to focus on is ranking the social media tools that we use in our business to be able to market our business, right? What are the most important tools that we're using to market our message? And most importantly, what are we doing to help our clients market their business through social media? What are the tools that we use to be able to effectively optimize what we do so that we can get our message out there, so that we're able to practice what I call the 3 C's, where we're able to have a consistent message, that we're clear in our message, and then we're certain in our course of action. So you need to have a social media strategy. You need to have a calendar of when you're publishing on social media. Those things have to happen before you can really optimize social media. But when you have those things in place, and if you don't have them in place, I've had videos that I talk about those, or you can reach out to us. You can drop comments in the comment section. But I have a virtual team. I have virtual assistants that support me in my business, as well as working for our clients that manage our social media. And these are the 6 tools that we use primarily to manage our social media. These are the platforms that we put our message across. Of course, number 1 is Facebook. That's pretty much number 1 for everyone. Facebook is really key and important. We also use Instagram, Twitter quite a bit to support what we put on Facebook. We use LinkedIn extensively to market our business. We also use Pinterest and YouTube. I'm going to go through each of those 6 in a minute. And as I do this, I'm going to talk a little bit about how I do it in my business, how I went from a business of 1 to a business of over 100, how I make over $1 million a year for my business, and then supporting my clients. Have a dozen clients in different parts of the country who use my virtual staff to grow their business, to get their social media out there. And so this is how we do it, right? Basically, we look at how to be more consistent, have more clarity, and to have more certainty in what we're doing with our social media messaging. And the most important place to do that, of course, is Facebook. Facebook has somewhere around 2.5 billion users. So about 1/3 of all people on the planet use Facebook on a daily basis. Facebook is by far and away the most popular social media site for people to go to just check things out. A lot of people misunderstand how to use Facebook for business. You should really have a Facebook business page separate from your personal page. You should really be optimizing your Facebook insights for that business page, the free analytics tools that Facebook gives you to be able to use the page. You should understand how to use demographics and target marketing and do things to really hone in on your Facebook ads. There are several tools within Facebook ads you can use. If you're doing all this stuff already, great. But if you're not, if you don't have a very effective Facebook business page, if you're relying mainly on your personal page, if your Facebook business page doesn't have a lot of followers, if you're not getting a lot of engagement, if your Facebook ads aren't giving you a good return on investment, if you're not really understanding how to use all the tools within Facebook ads or Facebook insights, I have people that can help you. This is what most of my team is doing for most of my clients. Their number 1 duty is to optimize Facebook. We do video collages of images, we create images, we write content, we create copy, we put together a schedule, we market a consistent message, a clear message, and we give our clients certainty that their audience is going to get what they need from our client via Facebook. So Facebook is by far and away the most important tool for most businesses to market online. So it's definitely number 1 when it comes to social media sites for marketing a business. Number 2, I think, is YouTube, right? So this is surprising for some people. They don't really understand YouTube. A lot of YouTube users go to YouTube to consume. People don't think a whole lot about using YouTube for business. Maybe you make some videos, you have a few marketing videos, a few explainer videos, but YouTube should be a place where you're driving people to give them samples of what you do, right? YouTube is the best place to put together a message that you can use to educate your clients so they understand what they're getting from you, why it's important, and why they need it, and why they need it now, and why they need keep needing it, and why they need it consistently, right? So YouTube is really powerful for that, right? There are over 2 billion monthly YouTube users. Having a YouTube video, to me, is the best way to give your audience a sample of what you do. And we do that every day. We have YouTube videos that we put out there talking about our business. We create YouTube videos for some of our clients. Again, if you have a video on Facebook, a short video, a quick video, a couple minutes. Those are going to be the most widely viewed things. When you put videos on Instagram or you do Facebook Live, you should be repurposing those for YouTube. Let YouTube be your library of content that you use to capture all your greatest stuff that you want to give samples to people so they know what to buy from you. So that's how we use YouTube. We use Instagram in support of Facebook. Some people use Instagram primarily so they use Facebook to support Instagram. It really depends on your target market. For me, most of my consumers, most of my clients, most of the people that consume my content are more Facebook driven because they're a little older. They're a little more established. They have a little bit more a sense of wanting to do business first, social second. I flip Instagram around. That doesn't mean Instagram's not good for business. In fact, Instagram can be very powerful for certain businesses. In fact, I know several people that use Instagram as their primary marketing tool, and they're highly successful. Instagram's very content rich when it comes to images. People like to go to Instagram first to look at really short videos, a lot of images. They're visual attractions, right? YouTube, it's more about a presentation, a style, talking, but you're talking, right? Instagram, so much more is what you're showing. And if you have things where you're trying to market things that require visual connection to be able to purchase things, to be able to get your message across, Instagram is very powerful. And Instagram has over 1 billion users, and the biggest thing about Instagram and why it's different than Facebook is the demographic. Instagram's primary market is under 35 or 40. They're millennials and Gen Z. Facebook primarily is better for reaching Gen X and some older millennials. So that's really the big difference. If your business focuses on younger clients, then Instagram should be your primary tool.